What up, everybody? It's Jordan here, and don't ask about this mark on my forehead. Okay, I'll tell you, I hit my forehead on my trunk when we were doing a family trip. Doesn't matter. It's been a long time since I've sat here and talked with you guys. I'm going to be VOD reviewing your guys' games. So anyone from, face level 1 to face level 10, silver to global elite, whatever you guys want in between. I'm just going to pick a couple every week, 2, 3. That's what we're doing today. We got Super Soup, he's a viewer of mine in my Twitch stream and a friend. He's, I think, level 4 or 5 face it. I want to say LE and matchmake. All right, guys, enjoy the video, and yeah, good to see you. Hey, Mitch, nice. Good pre-aim, way to keep the gun out here. Fine, I mean, you don't know, they could push long, but you don't really know. Good wide pre-aim, step out wide, stay strafing left and right, not too much diagonal here. Could have maybe, so right now you're isolated. Right now you're isolated, and I want a little bit more. That's fine, you kind of probably heard. Sound in MMs is bad. So like right here, I'd probably like to see a jump. Just because you're the first guy in line, a jump across this angle probably wouldn't hurt at this level, and just raises the chance of a trade a lot. What's up, City? You're resetting. Good awareness to check flank, love that. Kind of holding because your team's not taking. This is solid. This is a tough situation. Okay. What else can you really do? Nice, you're just looking for kills, looking for razor support. Good scaling, good trade. Maybe, yep. All fair, everything's fair play. Now, obviously headshot spot, shooting a little slower. You're going for a goosh right here. These fights should be click, 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 click. The only time you should tap is after you've gooshed him. But see this? That's great, you won the fight, that's good. You're gonna get so much more from strafing more movement, less shooting, and make the shots count a little bit more. But overall, I liked your awareness that round, and I like your play. So funny. Ian's just trolling. Not a terrible underhand. I think right there, I'd have liked to see you kind of did a diagonal running underhand, but a very common angle for players here is this off angle here, and so you're just gonna get roasted. I would say if you're gonna do this, step out, throw an underhand more towards right here, and peek with it there, because then the guy has to take away the wide turn. But if you're underhanding right here, he's just gonna hold the angle because he knows you're throwing it there and you're gonna die. Nice. Nice little, you prepped yourself for pre-aim, got naded. You said they're nade stacking, go B. That was risky. I was going to say, you should have probably ran right here, just left water. That was risky timing. You're playing with death. Great pre-aim. I mean, they could be pushing long right here. This is a little risky, but I don't really know. Seems like a worthy risk. If the guy's offing there, probably only one alone. I love shortcut keyboard binds. I don't know about this nade usage or anything that's happening right now. Yeah, I mean, what's your thing with the nade? You know what I'm saying? Try to nade here, maybe, I guess. But if I'm you, I hear that opera shooting, you take a shot. Because generally, I think if a rifler is running up, scaling this way is a little safer because operas peek there. But I would probably just try to scale or post here with an op as my rifler is scaling. You're ready to shoot this guy. And then occasionally make your way up when you think you're not going to get peeked. And then kind of come take these fights. But it worked out. It's not all about if it worked out. It's about future proofing, right? Generally, if you're the opera long, you should just be thinking about posting for their swing, and then as your team's close, try to time a good flash or, Right here, regroup with your team. Nice. You guys are making some footies right here. They're close, so they could hear you. It's a little risky because you don't know if they're regressing, but you're ready, so your awareness is there around it. I don't know. I think you went to the wrong side of the thing, huh? I guess that one works too. That one might be even a little safer. Nice patience, not shooting because you're nervous. That worked. Nice. No gaps. Love it. I think that is both unnecessary. Maybe the molly I think I like. I think the nade Honestly, why not? You know, like if he's walking through the smoke, the nade's fine, but it's like the real error, like the concern is this, right? So he walks through smoke or he's walking out spawn. I think the molly over here with like a jiggle to the left is good, or you have an op or just like that hard peek is good, because you just want to isolate things. So you isolated heaven, molly isolates this and pushes him to like this angle, and then you either pre-fire this angle, pre-aim this angle, or whatever, right? I think throwing too many nades there can get dangerous, because what if he just rushes out of spawn and catches you? You know, he pushes out, like he comes out of spawn quick and just like takes this angle as you like nade and molly, and he's already like beating the molly in here. It could be uncomfortable. Nice. So that's good mid-game awareness. What brought you to do that? Oh, you're okay. So this guy pushing, killed your teammate there. You guys got to kill out monster. Bombs down fountain. Oh, so this is risky of you. I like it though. Yeah, look at that. Drop in. Boom. Big play there. They're all three towards B, which you guys don't know, obviously. You're probably assuming 1A. Regroup. Good awareness. You can't be positive. A little behind in the rush, but understandably, because yeah, like if people could a lot of times peek here, and so you're probably worried about it. Yeah, that one was weird because I don't know if the comms were bad, but he was blatantly out sight when this guy died, so that should have been clear for you. Yeah, I think in general, whenever you're coming up sites, like just try to be hyper aware of what's happening here and what they see, because you obviously didn't know where the last guy A could be. He could be here, getting ready to peek you, and so like you don't want to hurry as well. So I think stopping occasionally is a really good move in that situation, where you're basically taking a risk that they're not going to peek you. So you do both. I'm gonna pause this for a second. So like when they're coming up here, this is one of those things where you just kind of temper and take a little bit of a risk of them peeking you, because your main concern is while you're moving forward, someone just peeks you, right? I think you hold a little, and as you're running up, you basically move up in a way where you're kind of ready for this guy to just do this. So obviously you're not going to be, you know, Kenny S out of nowhere just no scoping, but you kind of just like, you're kind of ready to stop. Your keyboard hand's kind of like ready to stop. But then once they get into a fight here, late round, you pretty much know if the guy's like over here on radar, you pretty much know you could just charge in and probably peek like this, right? Because if a guy's sight with him, he's probably here or hiding in a corner. If he's here, unlucky. So that's where you kind of just like temper your peak, stop, hold, run up, stay with your team, stay here, pretend there's a guy here, pretend there's a guy here, peek that, right? But as they're fighting, then the trades happen. But like it's more about spacing than not necessarily how you peek things. And obviously, the closer you are to here, obviously the better. Because like say this rifler is just sitting in this corner and he kills your guy entering. You don't want to let him like jump away and hide here. You want to trade that guy. So the idea here is you're kind of baiting your riflers and peeking, and then if he kills him back truck, then you can immediately take this angle and hold the guy because he's gonna peek here, right? And then you're immediately holding him. So that's the benefit of better spacing, right? How do you die early this round? What is this? Oh, you just die. Yeah, so actually that's what I was waiting for. I'm kind of glad that happened to you, because I've been waiting for this. This is good. I think like especially when you're by yourself right here, like I think because let's think about this for a sec. When people play long A, they either push or they don't. If they push, it's gonna happen right then, and if they don't, your flash peak timing can wait another 3 seconds. So I think regardless, holding this angle as an opper for about a 3-1000 count, 4-1000 count is so worth it, because unless they're doing some pro level staggered pop flash early fight, it's probably just going to be either A, what you just saw, or B, they're going to be playing nowhere. They're going to be playing like back here or here or something, right? I think regardless, a protocol for yourself of just saying like, stop here and hold. The only reason I think you can get away with not stopping is if you obviously have riflers ahead of you or people here running and they're saying, hey, fast long take, you're, you know, and they're running here and they're just pre-flashing hard, because obviously that's going to stop the CTs in spots like this, and then even though they're close, you could still do what you're just doing, underhanded flash, take the tree peek, take the close rock peek, right? Like having that small protocol there is good. I don't know what you're doing here, but it's all right. kind of blocking off the upper short A, I'm assuming, so you have some room to clear blue. Actually, kind of don't hate it, although if there's a good opera here, you guys are gonna get annihilated. I would say next time, what's probably better is just to like jump spot this really quick, and then there's still like a smoke that lands a little more flush. But I don't know. I mean, it's debatable. Either way, you just gotta be aware of the gaps you're creating there. I don't hate what you did. Okay, so this is clear, good. I don't know what you're calming, but it's like that molly's all right. I think the only reason you maybe wouldn't molly right here is because you have people swinging with you, and you can kind of trade with them. I guess like there's an argument to be said that if a guy pops up and headshots you, the molly prevents him from falling and makes a trade more likely. So I don't hate the molly. Good flashes. Okay, so here's where we got to check. Right here, a good rule of thumb before you take these fights is this guy. So one thing to really look for is this guy's holding here. Now, if he's an opper and he's flashing or whatever, that's fine. But right when you take these fights, it's so helpful if this guy's here. Because what happens is if there's a guy back truck, look who kills you, right? And I actually didn't even know who killed you. I wasn't sure. But like right here, you love to have your teammate here, because what happens is they stop you from getting peeked here, and that changes your fights dramatically. So anytime you're ready to fight headshot spot right here, try to make sure your teammate's here, because then this trade is here. All right, so just a quick glance at radar when you get here. Quick glance. It was a good fight by you, but look where you died to. Boom, good headshot. Look where you died to though, right? You could have now instead got that killed, had a trade, and now look at the round different. Now it's 2v3 winnable, 2v2 potentially. Like you see that? That's a kind of small protocol. Makes a world of difference hitting a bomb site. Alright, looks like a standard water control. I don't know what you guys communicated or calmed. Flash is good. Flash over here. Don't know. Good awareness to hold the door swing. Third in line. A lot of people make that mistake and they just join up. That's perfect. You're holding the swing. Your team's swinging. You're up. Good clear. Good clear. I love this. You already know he's tagged a little, so you chase him down. Love that. Aggression. So now you know there's probably one more A. He could peek you long. Smoke's fine. Could maybe a little deep. Good molly for headshot. It could be out truck though already, so hopefully yeah, is that what happened? Yeah, he is out truck, right? I think right there, because the smoke is perceivably bad, right? First of all, you try to throw better smoke. You just have to throw it shallower off the ground. You're going to leave a gap over here, but you got to just be aware of that gap if you do that. You come here, you smoke, you molly, right? That molly is blatantly in a timing. I didn't even look at radar. It looks like I'm just watching the demo. Oh, the guy's already out truck. No, I just looked at radar. I didn't even look at radar. I just was thinking about the timing of them rotating, right? You killed a guy pushed. There's either A, going to be a guy rotating into sight or bank, or B, he's already in sight. So when you throw that molly and you have smoke crossed, you need to cross wide here. The smoke was covering this. Perfect. Clear this and then wrap the smoke and trade truck. Now you're holding the swing out because that's the first priority. You don't have the sight control yet. You were playing too comfortable right there. Boom, molly. Your smoke's unnecessary flash. You're not sure what to do. You should have a rifle. You should be here. You're here. This perfect gap. Swing. Fight this guy. Now you're dancing this guy. This guy's still alive. Truck. You're not sure. You kind of hold the angle and you peek around, right? The reality here is my read before I even looked at radar, since I'm watching a demo and I could see everything. Before I even looked at the info that the demo's giving me, I could tell a guy's probably swinging out spawn headshot there. That's going to happen. And why? Because you killed the A player in a forward position. Anytime you kill an A player in a forward position, you have to assume the rotate is going to beat your utility. Your utility was smoking here and mauling here. Well, what does beat your utility means? It means here, it means here, it means here, it means here, right? So assume they are going to beat your utility. Whether or not that's right, that's always the assumption. Decent fight, but he spotted you. Right when he spotted you on radar, you should have strafed away. Because even though that's one spot, this guy might be looking at radar. So right there, you needed to move. I like where your head was at. I think the calmness there was good, but the fact that one spotted you and you know another close right, you're opening yourself up to a double peek. That's very situational and nitpicky, but, and you know, that's just one of those situations. Whatever. If they spot you on radar from another position and you know you can get double swinged, Adjust towards more. I guess the point is adjust towards safety. So if you were here all along, it wouldn't matter because then you could hide from the double peek. If they double peeked you here and here or whatever. But the fact that you're on this side, even if you kill one, the other guy can trade you, right? So always lean towards the safety, right? It'd be the same here. If I always thought I could get double peeked from here and here, I would want to be more close to here because worst case I could shoot one and strafe away. Again, this is good aggression, but holy, you have any support? Great entry. Let's stay heads up. One more outspawn. He's headshotted. Where's my boys? Where's my boys? I can show you the scene. Okay. Oh, what is that knife out peek right there? What was that? Are you just getting ahead of yourself right there, focused on the short peek because you guys called a short control or something? Oh, Mitch Diz. Let's recap that around here. This is a whole lot of big thing that we're always thinking of, right? Is this off angle? You always got to be aware when you take blue control right here, is the guy holding this angle or obviously this angle? So first things first, you have a teammate. So going fast is fine, but let's gun out. Obviously, gun out. That's great. And then even though you're doing this peek, what you want to do is this is basically how it works. This is maybe not what you should have done right there. And it's hard to pull off with worse players. If you hear Mount Monster, your guy dies right there. So, a really good fight right here, by the way, is here. So, see the shadow right there? You always see the shadow. See the shadow? So, right here, you gave up an advantage by staying here. Because a couple things. One, this guy has to pre-aim here, too, and here. So, you're running into a pre-aim by going wide. So, your off angle in this case is the first on angle. Does that make sense? Because the first on angle for them is that, then that, then that, and then that. So, here is an advantage for two reasons. One, it's right after pre-aim, and two, you can see their shadow. So in this case, this fight is a lot better in a lot of ways when you're kind of charging here. Now, if you have time to get to a position where you could hiding behind pillar, letting them out, and peeking off that is the best. The second thing when we're talking about blue, the way to do this is when you have two players. If you just want to know the proper protocol with really good players, is when you rush down here in the beginning round with two people, the first guy runs wide here and just holds this angle. The second guy then opens the door and swings, and the first guy, or the guy who is first that's holding, swings behind him and baits. Because if a guy drops in blue, comes here, he's going to peek after you drop when you guys don't clear. But right when you open the door, this guy's going to peek. So you're baiting this guy on the trade while holding this. So you say bait, 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 and you try to give it a little bit of time and do that. So that's how you actually do that, all right? Fuck.